Shalom Israel, it's your brother New Breed coming through with another live stream. I said this once and I say it again. Life and death lie in the power of the tongue. It's a lot going on in the world. A music festival in Houston, Texas turns deadly. Rapper Travis Scott has a rather demonic performance, and it left 8 casualties, hundreds injured. And I really want to talk about the spiritual ramifications behind all of it, because we got to put things into its proper perspective, because we battle not against flesh and blood, but wickedness and principalities. And that's what took place. Allow me to react to the news.
People are dead, and sold out music festival in Houston on its opening night.
Rapper Travis surged and he called for help. Now, in a moment, you're going to hear from the Houston Fire Chief. But first, ABC's Phil Lipoff is here with the latest. Phil, good morning.
Gio, good morning to you. And this morning, that festival is canceled after that deadly and horrific night you all have just described. Travis Scott, the festival founder, was on stage, 9 o'clock, performing, when all of a sudden, that crowd surged. Overnight, chaos at a music festival in Houston turned dead.
Now, the news, they're going to say all of a sudden the crowd surged. Brothers and sisters, that's not what happened at that concert. And we're going to go listen to a first-hand account from a fan that was actually there to really put into words what actually took place. People don't all of a sudden destroy each other, trample each other, mutilate each other, injure each other. It doesn't happen like that. It's way more spiritual than you can imagine. Now, notice the name of this particular event is called Astroworld, which is speaking of the celestial beings, the celestial bodies. Astro is celestial. So there were other entities that came into play. Listen carefully.
Deadly. Police say a crowd surge left hundreds injured, at least 17 hospitalized, and 8 people dead.
The crowd began to compress towards the front of the stage, okay? And that caused some panic.
According to police, of the 17 people hospitalized, 11 were in cardiac arrest.
We were definitely getting pushed.
11 were in cardiac arrest. 11 people had heart attacks, brothers and sisters. Now listen. I want you to really do some critical thinking right now. We're talking about people who are at a Travis Scott concert. We're not talking about people who are elderly. We're not talking about people with underlying health problems. We're talking about 11 people had heart attacks suddenly, all at one time. Imagine the demonic frequency that was set loose in the airwaves to cause this type of reaction. Imagine what they were experiencing to have heart attacks. Ladies and gentlemen, in order for you to have a heart attack and be in perfect health, you have to see something very, very frightening. You have to see something that is horrendous. That this right here is proof that the spiritual realm exists. Ladies and gentlemen, there was a huge anarchy demon. It was a chaotic demon hovering over this crowd of people. And it was fully immersed in the souls of these people. From what? From music. It's very abnormal, right? Listen carefully.
very aggressively, and it was intense. It was intense.
The incident took place at the 3rd annual Astroworld Festival, headlined by Houston native Travis Scott. A live stream of the event showing Scott stopping his 75-minute performance several times when he spotted fans in distress in the crowd.
We need somebody to help him. Somebody passed out right here.
We were seeing people getting pulled out of the crowd, and we would see some of these people unconscious.
Authorities setting up a reunification center for families at a nearby hotel and still trying to identify victims, some as young as 10 years old. And this video, captured during the day on Friday, shows hundreds of people rushing checkpoints and destroying security property at the entrance.
What has gotten into these people?
This morning, officials are searching for answers about what caused the crowd rush.
Nobody could dream of this, but we're here, and I think it's very important that none of...
What caused the crowd rush? And I'm sitting here looking at this video, and these people look like zombies. They're just running. They're just rushing the barricades. It's like, what triggered this? Somebody said sound waves. Absolutely. Now, I want to go into a first-hand account from a fan that was there. Somebody said it right. A demon did manifest. Absolutely. Listen to a fan's first-hand account of what took place. Oh, we got an ad. Hold on.
Need an e-commerce website?
Telling you, man, the spiritual warfare is real, man. This music, those demonic airwaves and frequencies, beware. I haven't been preaching what I've been preaching about music for no reason. All right.
It just felt like we was like literally like in fucking hell, bro. Like it felt like we was in a concert in hell. You couldn't breathe. You couldn't see. Like, just imagine all the people they gonna find tonight who was in that crowd.
It felt like we was in a concert in hell. We couldn't breathe. We couldn't see. And if you can imagine, most people who got in that concert, they probably had to go get the, you know what. They probably had to go get the you know what. And as I said before, the so-called powers that be have created a perfect storm. They've created a perfect storm, brothers and sisters, and there's a mechanism in place, and they have triggered the people. It said, this young man said it felt like he was in a concert in hell. Listen carefully.
Who nobody could see, who nobody could hear, who passed out, and everybody was just trampling on top of them the whole fucking concert. Like, I'm thinking it's probably gonna be like at least 100 people who dead tonight. Like,
he said at least 100 people who dead tonight, and I wouldn't doubt it. You know, the numbers that the news are covering, I don't always believe it. It may be numerology going on, because when you have these rituals that take place, there's usually numerology being used. Now, this young man here says it had to be at least 100 dead. That may be true. It may even be more than that. Let's continue.
I kid you not, like, in the VIP section, it was so many bodies laid out. People was getting pulled out who was fainted. And the people were the medics were trying to give them CPR, and they was flipping them over, and like they was literally turning black and blue. Like I've never seen death in my fucking life, bro. Just by me alone, it was probably like 10 fucking people laid out dead. And like once the medics tried to help them, they wasn't responding. They moved to the next person. It was nothing they could have do. Like this shit really fucked me up and like really spooked me tonight. Like that was like some demonic shit. Like, and what was so crazy, like people
He said it was demonic. Listen, here's my thing. They're trying to make it seem as if Travis Scott is innocent on the news, saying that a couple of times every 70 minutes or so, he stopped the concert because he's seen people having complications. My thing is this. If the atmosphere was that dark and sinister, and you've seen that many people suffering, why not stop the concert? At what point did the surge begin? At what point of the concert did Travis Scott say, stop? Let's stop this concert. There are people who are being trampled. There are casualties laying out here. I don't want blood to be on my hands. Why continue?
Was screaming help, trying to tell Travis Scott. They was like, help. The whole crowd was just going like, help, help, help. And he just kept going, bro.
Now, a fan just said that the whole crowd was screaming to Travis Scott to help, help, help. But he just kept performing. I can tell you why he kept performing. It's because Travis Scott was possessed. When these entertainers get on a stage, they typically channel an alter ego. And they get blood drunk. Better believe that he conjured up that spirit. He manifested that demon. And when he seen people being trampled, being destroyed, being killed, he kept performing because it was a spirit that took over him. And those individuals who were triggered and were trampling other people and killing people and rioting, and they had that riotous spirit that was triggered, they all was attached to the same demon that Travis Scott was pushing. Music is powerful. At any time, Travis Scott could have said, stop. At any time during that performance, Travis Scott could have yelled, stop. At any time. And guess what? They would have listened to him. Because that's how those frequencies work. That's how those spirits work. Travis Scott has mastered the art of projection. Astro projection, to be exact. It's demonic. The words that were coming out of his mouth was being astro projected in a celestial realm on these people. And these people lost their minds, impressionable minds. Whoever would have thought that 8 of those people who went to a Travis Scott concert that evening would have thought it would have cost them their entire life. I'm pretty sure they didn't think that was going to be the outcome. Nothing is innocent anymore. Everything is spiritual. You can't just listen to this type of music and feed off their energy and think it won't have an effect. You're opening your spirit up for portals. And when you have a large group of people coming together and they're singing the same song, they're dancing the same dance, y'all got to understand how religious it is. Y'all got to understand what type of energy gets cultivated. There's a lot of frequencies and energy that gets cultivated when people are in one place and they're doing the same thing. That demon is able to make itself appear. Once you got thousands of people screaming something negative and demonic, that demon can manifest itself. And we're coming into a time where these demons are going to come outright. They're going to be released directly from Sheol, directly from hell, where they're going to come outright. And I wouldn't be shocked or surprised if those people went haywire because they seen a physical manifestation. That would explain the heart attacks. If people seen a literal physical manifestation of what they were channeling and they seen that demon walk through that crowd. Now, don't think that I'm going above and beyond right now. Don't think I'm talking some sci-fi stuff right now. This is the reality of the situation. These people may have seen a 30-foot demon right there at Travis Scott concert, standing over the people. And they went into utter panic, playing with things, playing with this music, thinking it's a game, channeling these spirits, thinking it's a game, until these demons make self-known. Let's listen.
It was like, that shit was scary, bro. It was so demonic, bro. And mind you, y'all see the type of music I make. y'all see everything, like, you know, like I've been so heavily influenced by Travis, but like after tonight, bro, like God really showed me, like, you know, like stay away from that shit, bro. Like that shit not for you, cause like
the young man learned a valuable lesson that evening. He learned that it's not innocent to make this type of music. It's not innocent to make music about astral projection. It's not innocent to make music about doing all these drugs and experimenting with different drugs. And it's just not cool. It's not cool to play around with different frequencies. Let me tell you something. 342 hertz. That's all you need. 342 hertz when it comes to music. These people, they be playing games. I'm telling you, they be putting out 550 hertz. You got people doing 700 and something hertz, 432 hertz. Why do I always say that wrong? I'm glad y'all corrected me. 432 hertz is what you need for music. Thank you. 432 hertz. You got people playing around with the sounds, not understanding that it does channel certain frequencies. No, they got it right, brother. It's 432. But you got people who will play with the sound frequencies, not understanding that they're taking harmony out of balance. Somebody said, what about 532 hertz? Anything outside of 432 hertz is wrong, bro. Anything outside 432 hertz is unbalanced. 440 hertz is very demonic. 440 hertz is very demonic. Somebody said, no, that's not true. You need to study sound. If you know math, if you know the mathematics behind it, when you get 432 hertz, it's perfect balance. Perfect balance. No matter how much you multiply or divide it, it is perfect sound balance. It is the natural Earth's frequency. Anything outside of that is demonic. And these people, they be experimenting with all kind of sound waves. All kind of sound waves.
He sacrificed so many people's lives tonight, like for real. Like so many people's lives. It was nothing they could have do. Like this shit really fucked me up and like really spooked me tonight. Like that was like some demonic shit. Like, and what was so crazy, like people were screaming help, trying to tell Travis Scott. They was like help. The whole crowd was just going like help, help, help. And he just kept going, bro. It was like, that shit was scary, bro. It was so demonic, bro. And mind you, y'all see the type of music I make. Y'all see everything, like, you know, like I've been so heavily influenced by Travis, but like after tonight, bro, like God really showed me, like, you know, like stay away from that shit, bro. Like that shit not for you, cause like he sacrificed so many people's lives tonight, like for real. Like so many people's lives are gone tonight because they want to go to a fucking Travis Scott concert and have fun. You know, he influenced people to be raging and all this shit. So many people broke in.
He said he influenced people to be raging, and that's what was happening. It was a spirit.
It was just chaos, bro. It was a living fucking hell, bro. Imagine seeing all those dead bodies, and that was just by me.
Now y'all see.
It just felt like we was like.
Now you brothers and sisters see why they wanted you to get the you know what before you go to these concerts. Now you understand, because you're more easily controlled. You're more easily controlled. I'm telling you, man, be careful with music you put in your spirit. Be careful what you listen to. Over here on New Breed Music and Motivation, you got some real spiritually uplifting music. There's no time to be playing no damn games. The spiritual realm is very real. Going to these concerts, you're channeling different spirits and deities. Listen, there's something that happened in the world where the DNA has been changed. People are way more impressionable. It's easy to trigger people. The demons are running amok on these people. So I had to come through with this particular live stream just to, you know, make people aware, like the spiritual realm exists. And that music is not innocent. It's demonic. If you make music yourself, man, just stay away from it. It's not worth it. Make music that's for the Most High. You only can serve one or two masters. If you serving the Most High God or you serving Satan. Ask yourself, what does your music perpetuate? What is your music push? Who is your music serving? What is your music doing? Is it waking people up or is it causing more chaos? I just wanted to come through with that. I love each and every one of y'all. More content coming. Y'all stay safe out here. Y'all have a safe weekend. If y'all go out tonight, hey man, watch your environment. Stay on point and game tight. I love y'all. Shalom and peace.